2025 conclave was historical for multiple reasons beyond the election of the first pope from the United States. It saw the most cardinals ever to vote in a conclave, a total of 133, and saw the most geographic diversity. The voting cardinals were predominantly appointed by Pope Francis during his pontificate, embodying the diversity valued by the late pontiff. But what is the significance of the Pope for the Catholic Church?
St. Peter is held by Catholics to be the first bishop of Rome and vicar of Christ, two titles which Catholics believe the current pope holds through the virtue of his office. The authority which St. Peter is held to be documented in the Gospels, when Christ says to him, "Upon that rock, which Catholics hold to be Peter, he would build his church." Catholics view the office of the Pope to act as a representative of Christ on earth and the head of the magisterium, or the teaching authority of the Church. But how does the election of new popes actually work?
The election of popes varied during the early church, and methods included imperial appointment, voting, and immediate succession. However, this process would be complicated by the emergence of civil unrest, schism, imperial collusion, and the election of anti-popes who had challenged the legitimacy of the Pope elected by the Diocese of Rome. This ultimately led to the creation of the norms of the election of the Pope, including the elements of secrecy, which ultimately developed into what is now the rules governing the conclave found within the Apostolic Constitution, Universi Dominici Gregis, which was last revised under the pontificate of Benedict XVI. This document was rooted in the development of the conclave procedure found within the earlier document, Ubi Periculum.
Ubi Periculum, issued by Pope Gregory X, established the rules for the papal conclaves, mandating that cardinals elect a new pope in seclusion in a place closed off and inaccessible to outside influences. A large motive of the Uni Periculum was due to the largest conclave lasting nearly 3 years.
As technology has progressed, the same desire for secure elections found in Ubi Periculum continues to motivate innovation and conclave security. This is evident through the efforts to reduce collusion by blocking cell communication and other devices.
Despite the media's constant coverage of the conclave, the actual dynamics of the event struck the whole world outside of few insiders by surprise.
Popular opinion was convinced that the three figures who were most reasonable successors to Pope Francis, or the Papabile, were three candidates. They were respectively Cardinals Pietro Parolin, Cardinals Louis Tagle, and Cardinal Matteo Zuppi. However, the brother of the Pope, John Prevost, announced to the media that the three frontrunners looked differently to those insiders in Rome, and to Zuppi, Provost was one of the frontrunners, contradicting the narrative of conclave speculators in the vast majority of the media.
Church history and the demographics are two key reasons on why many believed of the low chances of an American pope. Given that the US is a world political superpower, though the cardinal electors were predicted to shy away from picking an American pope due to the concern of possible political interference during such a pope's pontificate. Through his first interactions with the College of Cardinals, the concerns of his papacy are centered around the digital revolution of AI in relation to the defense of human dignity and the challenges surrounding justice and labor, demonstrating a continuity in the value of Catholic social teaching issued by Pope Leo XIII in Rerum Novarum.
Thank you for watching our History in the Headlines episode. If you enjoyed this series, be sure to like this video and comment on what history you want us to dive into next. If you're interested in how we make our timelines, you should check out Clevis. Follow us on all of our socials linked in the description.